Hey guys, what is up? It's fenikz here again, and today I just want to do a little quick update video on my character. So my character is currently level 15. It's actually harder to level up than I thought it would have been. Not hard as in the quests are hard, just hard because of the mass amounts of travelling that you have to do. I do have sprint. You get this at level 14, so it does make it a lot easier to actually run around and actually do quests and stuff. So that's really good. In my inventory, I basically have redeemed my my code now for Star Wars, and you get a few new items. So you get this training droid, calling a small but advanced training droid to hover at the side of the target humanoid enemy last 30 seconds. I'm not sure if he actually does damage, but it does just stay there and it does something. I'm not 100% sure what, but you know, it's just there really. It's the bike that you get, so it normally costs about 8k credits. Considering the actual training does cost around 40k credits, so I've got a lot of savings to do until level 25. So getting a free mount is really cool actually. And we've got a camera which basically just takes a screenshot. I don't know why they wouldn't actually give you that. We have a flare gun which just does that. It's just a flare. I'm just going to move my camera out a little bit and I'll show you the hula dancer thingy. So you put it down, you'll see a faint image sometimes, and then he will basically just do a dancer for you. Now you do actually meet one of these in a quest. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't got that far yet, but yeah, you kind of enter a strip club. But yeah, I think this is PG friendly, who knows. I've got a Republic social badge. This is part of a quest. It just basically shows that you know how to do teamwork, aka you know how to do a dungeon together. So that's really it for like my character with items that I've got new. Now as for abilities, I've got force armor. Now force armor is the equivalent to a priest bubble in World of Warcraft. You put it on, you get a debuff, which basically disallows you from putting it on the same target for a short amount of time. Its cooldown is very, very little. So, you know, as a priest bubble, you can improve it to reduce the cooldown, which I think you might be able to in talents. But having this force armor is really good. I mean, until you get this ability, you're going to suck at healing. It's not going to be fun, and it's going to be quite difficult in some situations and some bosses. You will struggle a little bit. I've got my benevolence. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Benevolence. Probably pronouncing that wrong because I'm a tad. But oh well. This is equivalent to a flash heal. So as you can see, it doesn't heal too much, but it is a very fast heal. It does cost 50 force, which is quite a lot. The next one we have Deliverance, which is my slower but more higher heal. I do actually have to go learn the second skill of this. It does have a long cast time, but the heals are pretty decent. So that's not too bad. And that's really it for healing abilities. Now as for DPS abilities, I have Disturbance, which is like, it's kind of a nuke. It's really good to use. You can spam this a lot. I have a Dot, which is Mind Crush. It does damage over additional seconds, which is quite cool. And then we have our Project, Telekinetic Throw. And then there's Normal Saber Strike and our Force Wave. Now a lot of these abilities, they're on the bottom simply because I'm not using them that much. I will, you know, do some rocks and Telekinetic Throw, you know, here and there. But my main DPS is obviously my tank. And that's generally the idea behind the game for leveling up. You know, you've got your companion, and if you want to roll a healer, you'll have a companion and he's going to help you out DPSing. And you can actually buff these as well. So as you can see, he's already got my buff because he's my companion and his doesn't run out. Mine does, however. But you know, I can actually shield him, which it doesn't say how much it absorbs. Let's see. No, it just says absorbs damage, so there's no like theory crafting on how much it actually absorbs, unless it says here. It shows blah blah blah, lasts 30 seconds, which become force imbued and cannot benefit blah blah blah. Yeah, so there's no theory crafting on X amount of damage being absorbed. It just deflects abilities. I think it might be for the duration. Who knows? If it is for the duration, then that's OP as hell. So, and yeah, obviously you can heal your companions, which is really ideal. Now, it's kind of the equivalent to World of Warcraft Hunter's Pet. If you attack before your companion does, you're going to get the initial aggro. So you're going to take, basically, if you're fighting a group, all of them are going to come to you. And like a Hunter's Pet, it does have a taunt, but it's a single target taunt, which obviously is bad. So if you're playing a Sage Consular like me, you want to shield your guy and you want to press Control 1, and that will basically send your guy into attack, or of course you can just click it, it's entirely up to you. Another thing to note with champions is to, if I can find it, I'm still learning all the buttons. It's going to be C, character, companions, nope, it's going to be P. Here we go. So this is my companion abilities. As you can see, it can use a lot of heavy armor and stuff, which is cool. But he also has this stance, and there's an offensive stance, increasing all damage dealt by 5% and lowering threat generated by 25%. So this is more of a DPS. So if you're playing a Jedi of some sort, well, it won't be a Jedi actually, because these champions are class specific. So if you're playing a Consular but you're playing a Shadow, then you can ask your guy to go a healer maybe, or a DPS, and just go like that. But because I'm obviously being a healer, I can't really take, well, I can't actually take a lot of damage, but it makes sense to have some guy take all the damage while I heal him up. Now my guy does have some abilities. You can actually stick these on. I don't believe you can stick these on. I'm not 100% how they work, but you know, you've got a taunt. What's this? So if I take that off, does it work? No. See, I'm not 100% sure how these work. I know if I click that, it will put it on, and now he's just entered his battle stance. But that's not what I want. I want him to enter this stance, which enters the guard stance, increasing threat generated by 100% and shield chance by 20%. So I always keep that one on, which is really ideal. And of course you've got the passive, which basically means follow, and you can do attack. Now there's a few here that you can change. I mean, I'd have to get, you know, more into the companions, but I haven't really done anything with them. I've just been trying to level up. As you can see, I've got some skills to learn as a Jedi Consular, and I've got skills to learn specifically for being a Sage, which is my rank 2 heal. And then you've just got your general ones, which are these, revive or revive your companion, etc. And then you've got your vehicles, which we don't have any yet. So yeah, and there's one last thing I want to show you is obviously your companions do wear gear. So the better gear your companion has, the more DPS your companion will do, the better of a tank he would become, which is really important. Like, you know, his weapon, this is his default weapon, so it could be changed. Now, if you are going to do a flashpoint, try do it by yourself if you're able. That way, if you maybe like a Jedi's item drops, you can use it for your champion instead of giving it to some other player who's playing. Especially if you want to get your champion up. If you're good enough, I think you could actually do a flashpoint by yourself. I have actually done a few by myself now that I've got my force armor. Now, just another update on my talents. I already have my talent tree set out, so I know exactly what I'm going for. I might show it in another video, but I've already done some theory crafting on talents or what, you know, is going to be best. There's some PvP talents in here, like Confound. Targets affected by a weakened mind. Excuse me. Targets affected by your weakened mind are slowed by 10%. So that's more of a PvP ability, because I don't know why you would want to slow a PvE mob when your guy is already tanking, unless you're going to kite. But then again, most mobs do have a ranged and a melee weapon, so Again, that's why I think it's more for PvP. So they're the type of things I won't be taking, because I'll be a PvE person once I find a guild. So that's really all I want to talk about, guys. I will be doing another update like this shortly. I'm not sure when, but I may be at level 20, maybe every 5 levels, or when I've got something important to update. Now, I will be doing other videos such as instances, raids, and all that kind of good stuff. But just in the meantime, while I'm leveling, I'm going to be doing this. And then once I get to 50, then that's when all the decent videos are going to be coming. You know, guides, raids, dungeons, you know, tricks and tips, finding secret places, maybe some exploits and that kind of thing. So until then, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.